Hey guys, it's Danny. Today it is time to open this pack of so-called orchid seeds that I purchased recently from the flower market in Amsterdam. I'm gonna get to work because I'm just dying of curiosity at this point. Didn't even repot or pot the other orchids. And then if you're new to my channel or to orchids in general, we're gonna address a little bit why I'm making such a big deal about orchid seeds, why it's just not a common thing that you see on YouTube to sow orchid seeds and so on and so forth. And depending what we find in here, we're gonna see how we go about this. Maybe this is part one of the series. Maybe this is I got orchid seeds and let's see what ends up sprouting. I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen. So let's just open the pack and then we're gonna continue with further details. Oh boy, you guys, what could be in here? I really hope it's what I think it is. Okay, this is interesting. I have some bags in here. What? Okay, no, this doesn't look good. Oh no, I can feel them. No, if you can feel seeds in the bag, they're not orchid seeds or epiphytic orchid seeds, let alone Phalaenopsis. No. And then you're supposed to put them in here? No. No. Oh no. Without even seeing this, I'm gonna call it right now. These are not orchid seeds. I don't know what we're gonna end up having. So this is part one, probably, of the series of orchid seeds because I know you're very, very curious. I'm not gonna wait a few months to post this video. I'm gonna have some garden plants here because in this bag, oh look at that, we have soil. Okay. Oh, I can already see through the package. No. No, no, okay. Let's talk about orchid seeds and why you don't actually see many people sowing orchid seeds in dirt or sphagnum moss or orchid potting mix. Well, the vast majority of orchids we can grow are epiphytic orchids and some terrestrials. What they kind of have in common when it comes to seed production is that they produce very, very, very tiny seeds. They're like dust, they're like grains of sand, even smaller. And I do have some footage to show you from a Cattleya seed pod. Now, it's not a problem to pollinate orchid flowers. It's easily done, and I have a video that's already 10 years old. Maybe I should redo it. I don't see the point of redoing that video because I don't think it will help anybody. But it's not a problem to obtain a seed pod and seeds. The problem is how you sow them. Because orchid seeds don't have a protective, you'll have to excuse me, I don't know the botanical term of this. I'm gonna show you with these seeds, just to further explain. I'm gonna show you why these are not orchid seeds. Hold on. I wonder what they are though. Curious to see what ends up growing. All right, do you see how these seeds have a very visible protective coat or shell? Well, inside the shell, they actually do have the nutrition necessary for the sprout to pierce through this shell and sprout pretty much. Well, orchid seeds don't have that. They don't have any protection. They don't have any nutrients. If you just throw them on a medium, whatever that type of medium is, they will end up being attacked by fungus. They will just not grow. They will not have proper nutrition. The end of the story is that you will just not have anything sprouting. Each orchid seed pod can have thousands of seeds because they're just so tiny, and in nature they will scatter all over the place, and those seeds who just happen to fall on a particular surface that has a particular fungus that will help it germinate and grow, those are the seeds who will survive, the others will just not. So the survivability rate in nature is not really all that high. In cultivation, it is very high because we have developed methods of sanitizing, actually sterilizing the seed pod and the seeds themselves, and the medium we're gonna use, it's a very rich type of medium in a sterile flask, or depending on the laboratory, because yes, they're developed in laboratories. You can have a petri dish or a flask, depends. So while even at home, sowing orchid seeds is not impossible, nothing is impossible, and so many growers are so resourceful, it is definitely not easy. It's not as easy as putting the seeds in soil, in this case, and you having a Phalaenopsis orchid just growing. No, that's not gonna happen. And also, orchid seeds do not look like this. I have no idea what seeds these are. I gave you a close-up. If you can tell, let me know. And yeah, this looks like some sort of peat-based type of a soil. You know what? I'm gonna plant these and see what sprouts, but I am disappointed. Okay, I'm not really all that disappointed because I knew you don't find this at, you know, on the street. But I thought, well, it's the Amsterdam flower market. This is where most of our bulbs and seeds come from, kind of, right? And, you know, I hoped if you're ever in Amsterdam, or if you ever see this that I'm showing you right now, if you're expecting orchids, it's not gonna happen. We're gonna see what sprouts from here. Now, a little bit about the place, because I didn't actually address it. The Amsterdam flower market is a wonderful place to be in if you have a garden, because you will find so many bulbs and so many seeds for garden plants. Problem is, I don't have a garden, that's one. And second, I live in an area which doesn't really have harsh winters. And some or many bulbs, such as tulips and narcissus and other stuff, they simply will not sprout. They will not grow if they don't receive that cold period in the winter time. So in my garden, my future garden, whenever that will be here, I cannot grow tulips, sadly. I cannot actually grow maybe 95% of the things that I saw at the flower market, so that's why I did not buy anything. I saw these and I thought, well, maybe, who knows? But yeah, those are not orchid seeds. Now, it might be that they received these from third parties, but it would be a good idea to check what you have. I know that the vendors there were not orchid focused or anything. They know their stuff when it comes to other plants. When it comes to orchids, obviously they don't. So maybe they were tricked themselves, actually. And it doesn't really come intuitively to check, hey, are these seeds legit? Because typically when we receive seeds, something sprouts. That's how we grow pretty much most garden plants, right? From seeds. Orchids don't work like that, Sally. And I'm pretty sure the vendors got tricked themselves. So if you're a vendor of any type of market and you see from your supplier orchid seeds, do not buy them. They are not orchid seeds. If anything like this ever arrives as a sample for you, just know it's not what you want. Let's just plant these though. Oh no, my AC is still on. It is very cold lately here. Alright, so I'm actually going to use the soil they came with. At least the soil looks like it's nice, it's good quality. And I'm just using a normal pot. There we go. Just placing, what am I doing? Why did I have the decorative container here? I don't know. So I'm just placing some soil. I don't know if these seeds need to be under the soil or not. I'm just gonna put them slightly under the soil. Some seeds, for example, the petunias, I think, or violas, they need to be at the top from what I know, but I don't know about these. I really don't know. So just gonna sprinkle them evenly, let's say, close to the top, but not really exposed to the light. I'm gonna add just a very thin layer of the soil. Then I'm gonna give them a good water. And I am going to place this in the decorative pot so I don't make a very huge mess. But there we go, just some water. And yeah, I shall keep you up to date and tell you what ends up sprouting. Also at the same time, these might actually be garden plants that might not really like my environment, so I don't even know if I can make them flower, to be fully honest. But I assure you, I guarantee you right now, these are not Phalaenopsis orchids. These are not orchids at all. So there we go. I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised. Alrighty, so this has been part 1. Not sure when part 2 will arrive. So stay tuned for that, but for today, that is about it. Are we disappointed? Don't be. Sadly, this is a scam that runs for a lot of years now. And especially when you see seeds being sold as rare orchids. Stay away from orchid seeds. They're just not orchid seeds. So yeah, that's about it for today. Sorry, I kind of expected it, but still, I hoped that this would be a great video. I am on the lookout for sowing medium because I want to reproduce my Tolumnias. Let's end this on a very positive and beautiful note. Let me show you my Tolumnias because I just have to. I have to. They're my pride and joy. Look at them. Just look how beautiful they are. Look at those pretty oh, this is from the Netherlands. Beautiful, isn't it? Look how beautiful they are. Oh my goodness, I love me some Tolumnias. Did not find any Tolumnia in the Netherlands. But anyway, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I want to cross my Tolumnias. They don't actually take all that long from seed to mature plant. The only problem is I need the sowing medium. I need to be able to create like a sterile or sanitized chamber. I've seen some tutorials on the internet. It's not impossible, it's just hassling. And I've never had, let's say, the mood to hassle with it, but now I kind of do because I love Tolumnias. And what if I can make me some Tolumnia hybrids, MOG hybrids? How about that? Anyway, so that's my dream. I am on the lookout for sowing medium. It's just that I don't find anything that I can import. There are laws and regulations that prevent me from importing organics from places outside of the EU. So I need something inside of the EU. And not only that, I need a place that actually delivers to Cyprus because many stores just refuse to deliver. Some stores are just not willing to put in that extra time and effort, which maybe maybe it makes sense. Maybe it's a loss of money for them to cater to one customer. But yeah, anyway, I digress. It's just one of my grievances. So yeah, not only does it have to be within the EU for me to be able to import it without problems at the border, but also I need the store to actually deliver to me. So that's a pretty hard equation to solve. Sometimes it can be. That's why it's not happening like this. I'm not ordering sewing medium just like this. I haven't found it yet. If you have some sources to suggest to me, put them in a comment down below. I'll check them out, see if they deliver. But yeah, for now it has to be an unobtainable dream to sow some seeds, some orchid seeds. But anyway, so that's about it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. I want to get this video out as soon as possible because many of you were very, very curious. I was very curious. Yeah, disappointment, but it's gonna be fun to see what ends up sprouting. I'll be sure to put the update link in the pinned comment. Do not hold your breath. It's gonna take a few months, probably in the summer they will bloom because I want to see the flowers. I want to show you what plants they are. So don't hold your breath, but check the pinned comment if you're watching this video months from the upload date. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Stay tuned for the potting videos of the other orchids that I purchased. And I'll tell you more about the places we visited and I'll show you pictures and videos. It's going to be really fun, but today, disappointment. Sorry about that. Anyway, hope you'll have a great day. Subscribe for more videos and I'll see you next time. Bye.